Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Code Realized Guardian of Rebirth, and we're still in Saint Germain's path, and we haven't gotten down the normal route, or the good route, because we haven't gotten to the point, because this chapter's really long, shockingly. I felt like the other ones went so fast, and we didn't, I was like, this is going to be a really short route, but this chapter is, like, really long, so we'll see what happens. I'm not sure when we're going to get to the choice. It could happen, like, right now, or it could happen, like, an hour from now. Who knows, but we'll see. Anyway. I glare at her as I stand my ground against the excruciating pain, which I think we read in the last part, but that's okay. This is my limit. I can hear something in my body beginning to change. Just as I'm thinking this, fine. She sighs deeply.
I accept your offer, Spacey. First, take that pendant away. Do it quickly, or it really will be too late.
I listen to her and snap the pendant away from myself. Suddenly, I feel weak. I breathe heavily, refusing to fall, and lean against the table.
I really can't forgive Saint Germain that easily. But I see that you are truly serious. So I have one condition.
Oh, this is the part! What is it?
Defeat Guinevere. Then I will extend Saint Germain's life.
We need to beat Guinevere?
That's right. If my predictions are correct, there is no way that you and Saint Germain will be able to best her. You claim that my prophecy of disaster won't turn out true? Then prove it to me. Prove to me that my predictions are fallible. Saint Germain betrayed Idea and killed 4 apostles. I can't allow that to go without a condition. That condition will be that you destroy the horologium on your own. That is non-negotiable. This is as far as I can go to compromise. What do you say, Spacey?
She shuts her mouth firmly and looks at me intently. But how long do I have to destroy the horologium? Because, like, 5 years for some point. Guys, all right. I think we accept her terms as the good path, but let's hold on. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, reject her terms leads to the normal end. I don't want to reject her terms because her terms are like, okay. But we're going to reject her terms. We're going to get the normal ending. And then we'll get the good, because we know the good ending's fucking amazing compared to. But if we reject her terms, I'm going to bet you anything that Saint Germain is going to die. Because Guinevere is going to kill him. So it's going to be like, it's funny, in Victor's path, we died in the normal route. And in everyone else's path, they've died. And we've been left alone. I kind of like Victor's normal route better than anybody else's, because then, like, I'm dead and he has to suffer. I don't want to suffer without my man. Like, oh my god, Impe, you died! Or maybe, we don't even know if he died, he just disappeared, and you're like, so, you might not be dead, and you just left me? The fuck is that? But, like, Van Helsing died? And then this one, Saint Germain's gonna die? But nothing could be more touching than that bad ending. I know the good ending probably will be, but that bad ending was probably the most beautiful bad ending fucking ever. So I'm just imagining this will probably be even goddamn more amazing, even though he's going to die. But we're going to reject her terms. I want to at least ask, is there any other option?
As I said, this is as far as I can budge.
But there's no way Saint Germain and I can defeat Guinevere in our current condition. Guinevere is strong. Saint Germain could barely fight her on equal terms in perfect condition. Now that he's lost his immortality, his chances of victory are extremely low. Oh, ye of little faith in Saint Germain. With that in mind, I try to get her to agree to a different condition.
That's the point. I'm asking you to accomplish something impossible.
Omnibus says this quietly, not giving an inch.
Whether you'll be able to overcome this turn of events or not, that's all I want to know.
There is no other option. I nod quietly, taking this fact to heart. All right. Then
I shall take you to Saint Germain now.
How is it I rejected her terms? Oh, I guess if you reject her terms, you don't have faith in him, you go and he's going to end up dead. Whereas if we accept her terms, we'll kick Guinevere's ass. And that's sad. I don't want to kill Guinevere, but whatever. Better you than us, bitch. Sorry. Sorry, sweetie. The instant Omnibus says this, the area around us becomes veiled in whiteness. By defeating Guinevere, we'll be able to overturn Omnibus's prediction. Even though I'm faced with an impossible task,
I can see Saint Germain. I can help him.
Oh, that's true, because technically a lot of this is the same in the normal and the good ending. I forgot about that. These are the only thoughts that fill my head.
My hope is that you can prove that there exists a future other than what I can see.
Stop being endearing.
That would mean salvation for me as well.
Omnibus disappears into the whiteness, smiling. Please keep your promise.
I swear to God that I will.
Hold on, Saint Germain. I'm coming. I quietly whisper this as the world around me fades to white. Gasp. For now, there's no sign that Guinevere is caught up. I lean against the bridge's handrail and slowly catch my breath. How long? How long have she and I been fighting? Guinevere's strong, I already knew this, but she has truly surpassed my expectations. If I continue fighting her head on, I'll surely be at a disadvantage. That's why I ran, using the geography to my advantage. All I can do is catch her when she's not expecting me and strike. However, I'm already nearing my limit. Ugh. I look down at my hands, coated with my own blood, the remnants of my immortality. My body's regeneration is not catching up with my wounds. These powers will end soon. Oh my, what to do? There's still so many apostles aside from Guinevere. I try to keep my spirits up. I've killed Guinevere any number of times as well. She's bounced back from death each time, but she might be reaching her own limits as well. Just a little more. It should be over soon. I can't die yet. But against my wishes, my feet are unsteady and my vision hazy. Then I turn my back to the guardrail and slump down to the pavement. Ugh. Gah! It's really what it looks like, but through my watering eyes, I see Tower Bridge, the symbol of modern London, looming over me. I've come so far, running from Guinevere. How ironic that this would be the place I draw my last breath. This is where I felt her warmth, where I was able to be my true self one last time, and where I bid her farewell. Perhaps it's only fitting that this should be my grave. Words of weakness escape my lips. Perhaps I haven't changed at all since back then. Since that day when I was unable to save the one person I wanted to. Just like back then, I couldn't protect and save anyone, and simply spread death and suffering. Once again, I failed to save one person, failed to protect just one person. That's not true. A voice drifts to my ears. You've always been there to save me. At first, I think that my weakening heart is causing me to hallucinate. You've always protected me. But this voice. Saint Germain! I could never mistake the voice of the person I care about the most. I raise my head and find my beloved standing before me. Oh, guys! We're his beloved. It's so cute. And it's totally someone else. What? No. Miss Spacey. Bloody and tattered, Saint Germain looks at me in shock. Each and every wound he suffered was undoubtedly sustained to protect me. Saint Germain, you've been through so much. Tears well up in my eyes as I kneel down and scoop him into my arms. Saint Germain, he's been fighting ever since we parted ways. He did it just to protect me. Oh! 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 God, this is so sad but beautiful. I'm so glad that you're alive. So glad. This is neither dream nor illusion. It's really you, Miss Spacey. Yes, it's really me. The real me who loves you, Saint Germain. Ah! He's gonna die like this, just like Van Helsing did. Guys, I can't handle it. I hold him tighter. Tighter, as tightly as I can, to tell him that I would never let him go. Oh, you know, I ought to be mad at you. took me so much strength and resolve to keep danger away from you. Why have you come back to me? I try to find the right words for him, but Saint Germain gently shakes his head. But I'm filled with happiness right now. I'm nearly moved to tears. Right now, this warmth is all I need. His pained sigh brushes my ear. His voice is soft yet determined when he whispers into my ear. I wanted to see you again. I wanted to hear your voice again. Even if the poison melts my body away, I wanted to embrace you one more time. I'm gonna cry, guys. He looks at me kindly. I can hear his heart beating through our clothing. His heart is beating so strongly. This alone makes me very happy. I feel the same way. Even if the poison burns your flesh! I mean, I'm sure that's not exactly what we meant, but still. I wanted to be cross with you for abandoning me, but embracing you like this, I feel like no other words are necessary. Even if I'm a doll or monster, even if he's a mortal or a phantom, we both belong right here. Just that makes me happier than I could ever believe. Are you sure you don't want any words? He smiles weakly, but his words have a slight mischievous sound to them. I catch on to what he means and gently smile back at him. No, I don't want more words. I want to oh, no, I do. I was like, wait, what? I do want more words. I want to hear them coming from you. Ah! I can't. It's so hard when they say my name because it's just fucking weird. It's like, god damn it, it's so awkward. It's still, how long have we been together, guys? How long have we been playing these games every time? For like fucking years. Every time I have to be like, Spacey, I love you. It's so fucking weird. So fucking weird. Beautiful. Anyway. I love you too. I gently pull myself away, then start to explain everything that has transpired, moved by my heightened emotions. I told him about how Lupin and the others have all been working to save him, how we found Omnibus and I spoke with her. Everything. I mix in only one small lie. She said she would save me if we defeat Guinevere. Omnibus said that. Yes, she promised me. I heard it with my own ears. It was unmistakable. I see. I never would have thought that Omnibus would... I purposely don't tell him. She said she would save Saint Germain, but her condition was that I would have to destroy my own heart, the horologium, with my own hands. But we won't defeat Guinevere, he'll end up dead. But then the good ending is we defeat Guinevere and I die? How the fuck is that good? I don't know how these normal endings, I mean, honestly, let me tell you something, that bad ending where that was like, oh, look, oh my god, they even ripped his sleeve, like, oh my god, like, the attention to detail is just beautiful, but look at his pretty little face, he's gonna scratch, oh, I just want to pat his precious little cheek. Look how sad and beautiful he is. Why are you so beautiful, god damn it. Anyway. Saint Germain slowly gets to his feet. Oh, I was saying something before I got distracted by, like, the really good, like, fact that they're like, oh, well, rip that and the sleeves hanging down. I mean, that's just, like, a really nice touch, you know? I mean, that's, like they thought of, I mean, they put a lot of detail into this shit. Like, even his little cravat's all, like, ripped there. Like, I mean, damn! Good job, game. Good job. Still impressed. How long have we been playing this game? Like, a month or more? I'm still fucking impressed. All the time. Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand sometimes the normal ending. Like, this is the normal ending. The normal ending is one of us dies? Those are bad endings. The fuck? The normal ending should be like, okay, thanks, buddy, we're pals. Oh, we're just friends. That breaks my heart. I mean, I guess that's worse. At least this one, it's like, he loved me, but he died. And that's sad, but it's better than like, I'm in love with you and you just think of me as your friend? Fucking sad. I don't know. Saint Germain slowly gets to his feet. Then, that is one more reason why I cannot lose this fight. I must defeat Guinevere. I must defeat Guinevere. Defeat Guinevere? That just all mumbled. I must defeat Guinevere so that we can live together. Yeah! That! How do I... poker face, girl. Yes, so we can live together. A single lie that I've told him stings my heart. But this is the best way for now. Saint Germain now has a resolute look in his eyes as he stares ahead at Tower Bridge. Here comes Guinevere. A figure wearing knightly armor stands there. The enemy that Omnibus had predicted that Saint Germain and I would never be able to defeat. Maybe she'll give her life to us because she's like, oh my god, you love each other, and she's stab me, it's okay, no, cool, honey, I'll maybe be nice, Guinevere, and sacrifice your life for us. Come on. I didn't expect that you'd come all the way here, chasing after Saint Germain. Guinevere stops in front of us and speaks quietly. I never really gave her a proper voice, so. I'm disappointed. I should have given her a high-pitched voice. I didn't expect that you'd come here. Fucking Minnie Mouse or something. No. Guinevere stops in front of us and speaks quietly. Omnibus told me everything. To threaten her, of all people, you certainly took a huge risk. It was the only option I had to save Saint Germain. Guinevere takes a step towards us. Saint Germain steps forward as well, blocking her. I will protect her, even if my life depends on it. To think that it would fall to me to tear apart two individuals in love. I feel the irony of fate. I can't tell what her expression is under her helmet. Oh, come on, girl. You know you don't want to do this. After a small sigh, Guinevere raises her huge sword. Here we go, Jareth the Goblin King. That's that fucking CG. Is that sprite of him? Like, look at it. That sprite of him is just so fucking David Bowie eyes. We just need a different color one. We just need fucking heterochromia right now and we're good. In response, Saint Germain holds out the sword he kept hidden in his sleeve. It's like he's got these tiny little things and she's got this sword that's like the size of a fucking, like, toddler. And yet he still kicks her ass, can still, like, hold up against her. He doesn't have a suit of armor that makes him super strong. Hey, can we melt her armor? We should just get naked and just, like, wrap our body around her and melt through her armor, and then she'd be normal, and then we could defeat her. I mean, hello? I mean, sure, we gotta be flash all niblets to everybody, but, like, it's worth it. Nobody's on this bridge right now, right? It's cool. I mean, Saint Germain will see us naked, but whatever. It's cool. It's 2018, bitches. It's fine. Obviously it's not, but, like, in this game, but... Saint Germain, you probably won't be able to fight well in your current condition. I don't know if I'll be much help, but I'll fight with you. I'll be fine. Saint Germain gives me a smile, then turns to face Guinevere. I don't want to let you down after everything you've done. I will win, no matter what. Immediately after that, Saint Germain disappears. I see sparks flying from the swords Guinevere is holding, and the sound of their impact reverberates through the air. Their battle is like a dance, continuous back and forth between defense and offense. It's almost like a reenactment of the exchange that took place in the underground facility. However, if their power dynamics haven't changed at all since that day, I lose focus for a moment, lost in thought. Guinevere's huge sword knocks Saint Germain out of the way. Saint Germain! God. Okay. I keep saying this, and I don't know because, like, obviously you guys haven't seen any of these videos yet, but, like, seriously. You agree with me, right? I really just want to, like... I can't do it, and I'm not going to remember to edit, but I really just want to put, like, David Bowie as fucking the Goblin King, like, fucking Jareth the Goblin King, and just put that right up there and be like, look at this! It's like they were like, that's a really great idea for a character, and they drew this first, maybe without the blood and shit, and they were like, yeah, let's work something around this. How can we make him, like, and then they were just like, oh, but it'll come out of nowhere. You'll be like, oh, he's so nice and sweet, and he never opens his eyes. God damn it, open your eyes, Saint Germain. Oh, well, hello. It's okay, keep my little brother. Who needs him anyway? I'll stay here forever with you in the labyrinth. Yay! Seriously, what the fuck was wrong with Sarah? Why the hell would you take your brother back? I just never understood that. It's stupid. She's so dumb. No, give me Toby back. Fuck Toby. Let him be a goblin. It's fine. He'll be fine. Fucking little Waldo baby. Whatever. Your parents don't love you. Stay with the Goblin King. He's hot. It's fucking David Bowie, for fuck's sake. Like, and he sang the As the World Falls Down song. Still the most beautiful fucking song in the world. Okay, anyway, I know I'm getting distracted. But seriously? Go Google it. Just Google and you're gonna and put it right there and just be like, yeah, nope, you're right. I'm fucking right. You know it. Swear to God. That was their inspiration for him. Hands down. And you did not see it coming, did ya? You didn't see this. Well, I mean, you didn't see any of this path, but you didn't see that when we were going to get a CG like this, you were going to be like, wow. Anyway. Bet he dodges her follow-up strike as if he already knew it was coming. He's determined. That's Victor's explosive? Did all of our boys come to save us? Oh, I love my boys. Guinevere is caught in a fierce explosion, and Saint Germain's sharp blade darts through the flames at a gap in her armor. That strike should have been fatal, but... Oh, she punched me? Well, punched our boyfriend, but whatever. Gah! Guinevere, who should have been killed, throws Saint Germain back. Saint Germain, are you alright? Oh, now he's pissed. Yes, I'll be fine. I run towards him, and he takes my hand as I help pull him back into his feet. Killed again. It's quite off-putting when someone who's usually so calm attacks me so aggressively. Guinevere raises her enormous sword again, as if nothing had happened. In contrast to Guinevere's readiness, Saint Germain falls to his knees. Saint Germain! Ugh, I've come so far. Are you alright, Saint Germain? I think we should just call him the Count. Sorry. I'm sorry, but if I were, like, in love with the Count, I wouldn't be like, I'm not calling you your name, I'm calling you the Count forever. We've been married for 30 years. I know! Off to get the Count's lunch! It would just be so much fun. I'm sorry, now my mind's just why that'd be hilarious. Because I'm weird like that. Anyway. The sound of merciless footsteps approaches us as I kneel at his side and hold him. It seems he's no longer capable of moving. Looks like I win. When I hear Guinevere's emotionless words, I look up at her and carefully lay Saint Germain on the ground. I slowly stand up. We haven't lost yet. I can fight too. I take off my gloves and turn to face her. Do you seriously think you stand a chance against me? Bitch, I'm poison! What? Of course. I'll do anything to save Saint Germain. That's why I've come here. You really do love him. Throwing your life away for a loved one. It's beautiful, yet tragic. She muses with a hint of envy, then slowly lifts her giant sword. Then, she stomps heavily on the pavement, causing a crack in the bridge, and vanishes from in front of me. Whoa! Her attack is instantaneous. I'm unable to dodge it, and the sword skims my shoulder. Although it barely hits me, the impact is so strong that I fall to the ground and roll for some distance. Ugh. The huge disparity between our strengths is almost laughable. Yeah, but you got poison in your veins. I don't intend to make you suffer. Just stay put. Until your lover's final moment. Hey, he's not my lover yet, bitch, because you're trying to kill him. She turns away from me and begins walking towards Saint Germain. Saint Germain is still on the ground and seems unable to move at all. Saint Germain! I push myself forward, forcing my body up. I grab her sword, not even afraid of it cutting me. Yeah! In that moment, a fierce cloud of smoke rises up, and part of her sword is melted away. What? Impossible! I'm just as surprised as Guinevere. The poison's strength has increased exponentially. Why, it doesn't take me any time to think before the answer arises in my mind. The horologium is turning into the Philosopher's Stone. It's probably because I held the pendant so close to me when I had been speaking with Omnibus. It has been predicted that you would destroy the world after all. Perhaps I should terminate you first. Slowly, death approaches only inches away. But still, I glare at Guinevere and spread my arms protectively in front of Saint Germain. Is that supposed to be Saint Germain's voice? Like, my, always having to be protected doesn't make me look very good. I mean, you know what I mean? That should be him, but why is it, like, questioning? That's weird. A figure steps forward from behind me. Oh! Saint Germain! What? So did he get up? We were in front of him, and then it has to be like, oh, my. Being protected makes me look weak. Why did we have to be shocked that it was him? We knew it was him. I mean, that was weird. But anyway. A gentleman should not tremble and frighten his lady's shadow. Besides, he grins mischievously and continues on. As a man, I'd like to play the knight who saves the woman I love, for once. Guinevere, standing in opposition to him, speaks with a note of pity. Have you lost your mind, Saint Germain? You won't last much longer. That goes for both of us, Guinevere. You seem to be near the peak of your exhaustion as well. Guinevere doesn't reply. She simply looks at Saint Germain from beneath her armor. Tell me this, before it all ends. Why do you protect her? Because I love her. It's so ridiculously simple. Can't believe I'm hearing those words coming out of your mouth. I get the sense that Guinevere is smiling behind her armor. Aw, well yes, because she's a tragic queen. She's gonna throw herself off a cliff for love. Let me ask you this then. Guinevere, why are you trying to kill her? It's obvious, because she's the key to disaster. Even if she herself is innocent, we must strike at the root for the sake of the correct path. That is Idea's mission. I, in turn, can't believe that I'm hearing you say something like that. Saint Germain quietly narrows his eyes. When he speaks again, it's as if he's recalling something from the past. What compelled you to become an apostle of Idea, even if it meant abandoning the peace of death? Because I wanted to save someone. That's right. In the past, you wished for the salvation of the man you loved. You said this right in front of me. Perhaps it was because you wanted to save him from the crime he'd been accused of. And now here you are, trying to kill someone you know to be innocent? Guinevere hesitates for a moment, but she shakes her head and silently raises her weapon once more. But it's like half burned through. It's like a stump now. It's too late. I can't put my sword down now. I'm an apostle of Idea, a leader of destiny and guide of history. Saint Germain, I shall kill you and set us all on the correct path. Their eyes meet. I'm no longer one of Idea's apostles. I shall protect her as a solitary person. The two of them leap at one another at the same time. Oh! Wait, this is very similar to the CG that was in the thing. That makes me sad. It's pretty much the same fucking CG. It's pretty much the same, except for the background is different. I feel like when we go in, I'm going to be like, this is the same shit! I was like, oh, we're going to get a... It looks exactly like the one that was in the thing, so that's cheaping out there. Cheaping out. They clash, each attempting to take the other's life, putting everything they have into a single blow. He's going to die. Neither Saint Germain nor Guinevere, though her face is hidden under armor, have any hatred toward the other. They simply live by different standards. All I can do is have faith. But the man who's putting his life on the line will save me. Ah! Ah! I can't scream like I'm gonna chop someone down, so. Yeah, that. Okay. I can't do it, guys. She's like, oh! And he's like, ah! They were like, whoa! And then we were like, whoa! And they were like, whoa. Remaining steadfast to his convictions, Saint Germain swings his silver blade. Then, he's dead. The combatants have exchanged the greatest blows they could muster. Eventually, ever so slowly, Guinevere sways and falls to one side. Her armor makes a loud clatter as she clashes to the ground. She lies there motionless. I'm confused. At first, I can only stare at her in shock, but gradually relief begins to emerge in my heart. Did he win? I look over at Saint Germain, and I finally notice that something is wrong. Saint Germain? They both die. Oh my god, that's horrible! What? Saint Germain collapses to the ground. I rush toward him, then cover my mouth in horror as soon as I see his body. It can't be. He's not merely wounded. An enormous gash has been hideously carved into his side. No matter how I look at it, it's clear that he'll not survive this. But even in this condition, he looks at me with a smile. Come on, beautiful CG. It looks like this is the end of the road for me. I don't know what to say in response, and my lips tremble. I have one last favor to ask you. Will you smile for me? Ah! I take a breath and wipe away my tears. I don't know if I can smile, but if that's what Saint Germain wants. Is this good? Am I smiling enough? Yes, it's wonderful. I love you and your smile. Those are Saint Germain's last words. We don't even get a CG like we got with fucking... What's his face? We got a Van Helsing dying CG that we cried over. Saint Germain? He doesn't respond. I want to keep smiling, but it's becoming difficult. I can't bear this, Saint Germain. The words tumble from my quivering lips, out of my control. There's no point in anything if you're not alive. There's no point if you're not with me. Oh my god, is it like a... Do we kill ourselves? Unable to contain my emotion, I embrace him as tightly as I can. Maybe, if I do this, if I can stop his body from turning cold. Oh, sweetie. How long? How long do I cry? My heart grows numb from the fatigue and sorrow. I hear the sound of a wheelchair. It must be Omnibus. But I don't even feel like raising my head.
I suppose my predictions don't always come true.
Although she speaks with her usual tone, but her voice is tinged with a hint of pity.
It looks like a draw, but the two of you did most assuredly defeat Guinevere.
It's no use now. Saint Germain has died, leaving me with little reason to live. I continue to embrace him as I look up at Omnibus. Her eyes are filled with kindness, making it impossible to hate her. Omnibus... After some silence, the words that escape me are as heavy as lead. You know everything, don't you? And there's one thing I want to know. I'm a monster and a doll. But if I die, will I be able to go to the same place as Saint Germain? Omnibus stares at me for some time, then slowly replies.
Yes, I'm sure of it.
She looks so sad when she answers, but it makes me so happy. Even if it is a lie, right now, it's all I need to hear to be saved. She looks at me as if deep in thought for a moment, then speaks.
There is another path I can show you.
I don't even have the strength to reply and simply continue staring at her.
Spacey, join idea. I'm prepared to welcome you as an apostle.
What?
This incident has cost me many of my apostles, and you have the potential to become a member of Idea. I shall put you under my watch, and when the time comes, I will take your life for you. Until then, will you let me be the keeper of your life?
My first reaction is to decline. I want to ask her to kill me right here, on the spot. But the weight of Saint Germain's body in my arms won't let me. Saint Germain's wish that I keep smiling echoes in my mind. As I continue to embrace his body, I smile back at his still smiling face. Saint Germain, it's all right. I won't do anything to make you sad. After a moment of silence, I look up at Omnibus again. All right. No! What are you doing? No! You'll never get to be with Saint Germain then. God damn it, girl. Jump off a bridge. Literally. Bridge right there. Jump off it. But for now, will you let me have some time alone with him? She looks at me as if about to say something, but she decides not to reply. She nods, then appears to say something to Guinevere's body nearby. Then she leaves. Nothing remains but silence. I embrace him even more tightly. Saint Germain, There's so much I want to tell you. I just want to follow you now and tell you everything. If this is the conclusion, then I must accept it. And even if it's impossible now, until the day comes when I can smile from the bottom of my heart, as Saint Germain wishes, I'll continue living. I don't like that. A cold wind blows through the night air, passing by a hill that overlooks London. I'm alone on this hill, looking down on the countless lights that adorn the city. The London nightscape looks like a starry sky from this vantage point. But the lights of St. Germain's mansion no longer number among those stars. I frown to myself at finding myself searching for them, then gently close my eyes. How many years has it been since I was last in London? I wonder what Lupin and the others are up to now. I wonder if they've all been able to return to where each of them were meant to be. After I was separated from the others in that forest, I've never attempted to contact them, not even once. It would be dangerous to establish communication with them. So, wait, we got separated for them. She let us go save Saint Germain and we never saw them again. Oh my god, this is the worst! This is the fucking worst! The bad ending where he stabbed us and, oh, we died romantically. Oh, it's so beautiful and touching and it's sad. This is worse than the bad endings. This is worse. This is fucking ridiculous. Anyway, contact with outsiders must be kept to a minimum unless necessary for a mission. Part of Saint Germain's mission was to interact with people, so he was operating under an exemption. But we apostles of idea, working in the shadows of history, must abide by this rule of solitude. And what's more, I don't want my friends to see what has become of me. It would be easiest for me if they could simply believe that I was dead. In reality, I'm as good as dead in any case. You know, it would be funny because she's gonna live forever to go and like see them and like, oh, I visited Lupin on his deathbed when he's like 100 fucking years old. My main assignments right now are to assist the other apostles on their own missions. There's so much for me to do, from gathering information to covertly breaking into secure locations. It's ironic that what Lupin and the others have taught me is helping me now. Feeling nostalgic? Whoever said that. I'm thinking it's Omnibus. I don't know. I turn around at a sudden voice. Oh, it's Guinevere. Feeling nostalgic. Guinevere is standing behind me with her helmet off. Nostalgic? What do you mean? You lived in London with your friends. I thought you might be indulging in reliving some memories. Yes, in a sense, I suppose I am feeling somewhat homesick. It would be a lie to say that I didn't want to see them again. I never told any of them about me or Saint Germain. I know if we were truly friends, then I would probably be obliged to give them a proper update about my situation. But I'm an apostle of idea now. Unnecessary contact is unacceptable. I say this firmly and Guinevere nods. It was none of my business. Sorry for asking. No, it's all right. I don't have time to spend reminiscing about the past anyway. We have another big mission waiting for us. Nah, I'd have opted for death. I check to see that I have everything I need, then look back out over London. I'm teaming up with Guinevere for this mission. A scientist who would plunge the world into great chaos is making preparations within the city. We've been ordered to assassinate the scientist and completely destroy his research. Oh my god, it's Victor! Ah, we have to kill Victor! Ah, we have to kill all of our friends! That would really be the fucking, kick in the nuts that this ending kind of is. It doesn't really look like you've gotten used to these missions yet. You're right. There's still a lot weighing on my mind. But I think I need to become accustomed to this new way of life. I watch as Guinevere tilts her head, then I smile. I will obey Omnibus's orders, now that I'm part of Idea. But I will be the one to decide how to carry out my missions. If I find anyone like me, who falls outside the correct path, I want to give them the chance to be saved. You're saying that you'll do this, even if it means disobeying Omnibus. I have no intention of disobeying her, but Omnibus is not always correct. Her predictions can be incorrect too. Saint Germain gave his life to prove this to me. Oh, so beautiful. That is why, if there's something I disagree with, I'll bring it up with Omnibus. I'll observe the situation for myself and make a decision. I don't think the other apostles will take a liking to this method, but that's how I intend to be as an apostle. That seems very like you. Guinevere nods slightly, then looks up at the stars in the sky. The real stars. How did she live? Like her last life? Well then, shall we get started? Yes. Guinevere, can you just wait for me to contact you as usual? Or you can just wait for me to contact you as usual. Be careful. I nod in response, then start walking toward London. Long ago, I walked along this path with Lupin and Impey, and I met Victor, Van Helsing, and Saint Germain. Every step I take causes different memories to surface. All the adventures I had with my friends, and with Saint Germain. I mean, and we're wearing the same fucking outfit, and we look exactly the same. I'm just saying, could have changed our appearance a little bit. Little, like, neon orange bob or mohawk with, like, totally different, like, punk clothes or something. Just so we don't, like, stand out. They're gonna walk by and be like, Spacey, what? No. I mean, obvious Spacey is obvious. Jesus. That day, when Saint Germain tried to kill me under orders from Idea, the moment we decided to fight our fates together, when Saint Germain showed me what it was like to feel a person's warmth, despite it hurting him. I wipe away a single tear from the corner of my eye before it can fall. I stop in my tracks and look up at the sky to keep more tears from following. The stars shine just as brightly as when Saint Germain and I had looked up at them. Saint Germain, someday, when I've finished all my missions and I'm able to fall into an eternal sleep, welcome me with a smile. When the time comes, I want to be able to tell you how hard I've been working, that the life he saved wasn't put to waste. And he's like, I gave up that shit for you, and now you're... God damn it! I think he'd be pissed. I want to honor his wish that I keep smiling. I fix my face into a mask-like smile and slowly begin walking once more. Till you'll be like Saint Germain and be like, I am fake. Oh, guys. I know we haven't gone down the good... Ready? Ready? Ah! That was the best one to, like, look at because now we had his beautiful eye before it was blocked. Guys! Lumen's route is unlocked! I want to go in here for a second. I want to see how many CGs... Oh, no. This is the one I want. Oh, my God. I'm so excited. First of all, before we look at that... So we get a lot in Lupin's route because this is the only one. We got those in the original route, right? These two. And then that same one down there in this one. This one. And then these ones were in Van Helsing's route. This one was in Impey's. We didn't get one in Victor's. Which is really weird. Huh. Well, I wonder where these ones come into play. They must be in Lupin's route. Because if there's 8 out of 19, but there's only 4, so each one of them... Almost each one of them almost has 3. That's fucking weird. Anyway. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, sorry. I clicked the wrong button. I'm sorry! Van Helsing's butt. Oh, wow. Oh, you know what? This one didn't count as its own. Oh, good. It's not a separate... It counts as one of that. So that counts as 2, but... Because, like, that's 2, and then, like... So, even though we only have 4... 8? Wow. Each one of these is going to be, like, several, because this is only going to be that one. Yeah, each one is going to be... One of them is going to have 3. Because this one's only going to have 1, so I'd say each one would have 2, but whatever. Okay, so I'm glad they didn't count that one as separate. It's just a, Actually, let's go back to the beginning. Our very first time meeting... I know, I was trying to hide the explanation. I knew we haven't, like, gone through, like, the full game yet, but I just wanted to look at these for a few minutes before we wrap this part up. All of our lovely little Saint Germain CGs. Oh, that's still very beautiful. I can't wait to see the ones in the good path. I still like this one, even though he's choking us, and we look like we're in pain. Just pretend, but it's like there's still something sexy about it. God damn you, you bastard, choking me. And that one almost doesn't look like him at all. It's funny. The sadness in his eyes. Oh. Oh, guys. I think that's it. Yeah, it is. Okay, we're going to leave it on this one. But I'm going to wrap this part up here. And when we come back, we will do the good path, which most of that's going to be the same, so we'll skip through that. But then we will have the hidden scene unlocked, so we'll read that, and we'll get to see the other, like, CGs and stuff. So, we got a lot of CGs to get in the good path, so that's kind of interesting, because I don't think we got that many in this one. Well, we have 3. And then, you know, the one for the bonus route. But anyway, so I'm going to wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.